Hello, hello. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Let's turn this guy off. How are we all doing? All right. Welcome to the first biannual Whimsy Awards. All right. Show starts about 12 minutes. Hi, Sadie. The awards are going to start about 12 minutes. A lot of it is just letting you guys see. Everybody take a seat. Take a seat. So while we get ready, while everybody's getting their seat, grab a drink. I got a Monster here, or whatever the hell this thing is. Uh, yeah. So I got dressed up. It's hot. It is hot. Um, yeah, we're gonna have a great night, guys. Um, the Whimsy Awards. We're gonna say it throughout the whole night. It is just a celebration of 2 years of podcasting, chasing the whimsy, and just having probably some of the best time I've had in my life. We're gonna be uh, acknowledging and recognizing a lot of the people who've come in to Chasing the Whimsy, some family, some friends, some special guests. It is pre-recorded. Liam and I recorded it because he is currently in Fargo wrestling for nationals. So he wanted to make sure that he did the award show. So we went ahead and recorded it. I spent probably more time than I needed to getting everything set up. So um, once the show starts, it'll be the pre-record, but I'm going to play the whole thing for you guys for the full hour and 36 minutes. So we're going to play that all the way through. I'm going to probably hang out for a little bit on the back end. We'll post show. So if you guys have any comments or any feedback, definitely hang out till the end. I know it's going to be a long one, but it is award night. It is Whimsy's greatest night of the bi-yearly. So we got lots of really fun stuff. Um, I will apologize once for the focus issues that you see throughout the pre-show and the award show. It happens. Chasing the Whimsy from its inception has been about uh, indie pod, doing things on a budget, and it's the message and the content that we really want to focus on. So, are there some blurs, some focus issues? Yes, I'm not going to apologize for it. Lim flat out killed it. Killed it. Probably one of the best things that we've done. Like we've done, as you watch for the next hour 40, you're going to hear stories of all the crazy things that we've done. This one is right there on top. Um, before I get the pre-show started officially, Jason the Whimsy will be handing out awards tonight. Figuratively, um, we have 23 awards that we will be giving out this evening. So in the last 2 years, 23 moments and people that we thought would represent Chasing the Whimsy the most. Anybody who's listening, if you win an award tonight, I have it. You will get one. You'll get your copy. Huge shout out to Nikki for helping me get those put together. So again, 23 Whimsy Awards. How amazing is that? All right. With that said, let's see if I remember how to do this. All right, we got the pre-show up here. It's about 6 or 7 minutes long, but it's going to lead us right into the award show. So this is our red carpet event. Because we want the screen to be full for you guys, this screen is going to disappear at the beginning of the show. So I wanted to take a minute, let this thing show a little bit of what we're looking at for this evening's events. I did not know this thing ran for this long. Who am I wearing? Savers. Liam picked it out. I picked out the jacket. He picked out the vest. So that was a thing. I did not know this thing was a minute long. Stand by. Oh, I'm gonna be so upset if it's not the right one. We're gonna play a couple straight through. These are all the nominees that we're gonna see tonight. Year 1, year 2s. I thought you weren't supposed to ask that. I know, but you did. We have some. Goes by pretty quick, but you might see a bunch of names up here. Other Grandma, Courtney, Nikki, JJ, J Sarge for repeat guests. JJ came in hot that first year with Yellowstone, Mind Pockets. JJ came back year 2 with Diary of a Cool Kid. We got some Liam moments. Year 1 spread out all over the place. I did not realize that was that fast, which is okay. Like that's how much we have to celebrate tonight. Like it's amazing. It's crazy. Let's turn my camera. Guys, there we go. We got Ben moments. Like we have multiple categories. I don't even know how many there were. 10-ish, 9-ish. I'd pause it and read a couple, but you guys get it. Every award show needs an opening act. So let's check out this guy. Podcaster, Taekwondo, bow staffer. This guy right here, he's going to nationals a week from Friday, I think. Or a week from last Friday? Soon. He's going to nationals. Chasing the Whimsy, man. Like, that's what we do. We're here to support all the young talent. So they're not here. He's off bow staffing. Liam, he's off wrestling. This is just a fraction of what this guy can do. I think part of it is because it was night and he's got fire on it. But look how cool this kid is. Look at that. I'm digging it. He competes in a week from today. JJ is gonna kill it. He's been medaling all year. So huge shout out to him. Good luck, and we'll give you guys some follow-ups on Nooners and Mind Pockets. We'll probably have him back on also when he gets back for year 3. This is just repeating everything again. JJ, thank you for your demonstration of your bow staff. I think that was fantastic. We'll see some more videos as he comes back. So I do like this button here. You're going to see Liam and I play with this button a bunch. We're going to have a good time, though. It's going to be fun. That one we don't use that much, but it's there. Again, 2 years of chasing the Whimsy. Like, you can listen to all my episodes. But a lot of it is just, all of these moments are just different examples. There's very few doubles of 123, 22 episodes that we've had. It is just amazing the amount of stuff that we've done in 2 years. And we're going to see a lot of that and hear a lot of that tonight. Liam will give you guys some breakdowns of all the nominees as we go through the evening. Again, it's going to be about an hour and a half, but I'm going to hang out for the post game. The after party is I believe what the term is. Let's take a second real quick. Fitting for the end of year 2. I've been early on trying to push this community aspect, right? We got JJ, we got my sister, we got Kelly, we got Megan. Like we're bringing some people in. This gentleman here came to the Fan Fusion panel and wanted to start podcasting, and because of our panel, he started podcasting. So like our influence is being felt. Check out his podcast, Story Time with Mr. C. Matthew did one episode so far. He had a con this week, and he's recording another one soon. Um, Something compelling and very interesting about his stories. He talks a little bit about this barbershop that his dad ran when he was growing up. But you could tell the man has something he wants to say about his dad. So uh, check this one out. I'm going to see if he wants to jump on and see if we can get him on to the podcast studio with Chasing the Whimsy. If not, this is just an example of what we've done. We've inspired others. So hopefully he gets to come back next year. Maybe he wins an award for best new podcast, from the panel or something. I don't know. We'll afford it. We got 2 years to figure it out. Um, so huge thanks to Matthew, Mr. C. Before we go any further with the show, um, I think it's appropriate that we take 2 seconds, probably more than 2 seconds. We're going to recognize 2 people for some additional awards. They weren't uh, one. Okay, technically they've both been on the podcast, but the next 2 people's contribution is a lot behind the scenes, to the point where I couldn't do some of the cool things I want to do without them. Our first pre-show award. The slide's timed, so give me a second. It's going to go to Kelly. Kelly for graphic and merch design. Okay. And you're like, well, what does that mean? Let me just show you what that means, guys. She makes us cool t-shirts, man. We go to a con and she's like, let's make some t-shirts. And then for whatever reason, I can't figure it out. She puts the QR code on the back. That's just one sample. This is probably the best shirt she's made so far. I'll put pictures of these online on the Patreon. But like, she sits back, watches, and then has these ideas and spends hours on her phone putting these things together. Uh, Check out that design. Like, no joke, that should be the cover of the book. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it's not going to be because, but look, are you kidding me? We're gonna see a lot more of that design at the end for the credits. She's making bags. Look at this. She takes the logo and then she has to place it all in this order. She's making tote bags. Like, I can't thank her enough for um, if you've listened for 2 years, some sad dad episodes like nobody wants to hang out and play with me. Uh, Kelly takes these designs and copies and pastes and rotates and she makes some really fucking cool shit. Um, we are not selling any shirts yet, but if you guys are interested, 100% please. Let me know in the chats on the Patreon chat. Sorry about the blur. But yes, that's for Kelly. Uh, you know, we don't hear from her on the podcast, but she does have a loud voice in the background. Um, you need a tote bag? Let's do it. But yeah, Kelly, huge thank you for the like same thing with Nikki, man. Like the idea that you guys are creative in that way, I can't wrap my head around it. And a lot of what Chasing the Whimsy is going to be is a lot because of literally everybody else. The only thing I do is talk too much and podcast too much. That's all I do. And it's literally everything else that everybody else is bringing to this table that is making this whole entire this thing special. So huge shout out to Kelly. And then the other award This is a fake one because I think she kept hers. Is hold on, did I hit play? Stand by. I didn't know how long I was going to talk, so I just let it go for like a bunch of seconds. But again, that's such a huge shout out to Kelly. Woo woo! And oh man, this thing is going to go long. Hold on. Okay, Nikki, achievement in publishing. You're like, publishing. Okay, real quick, guys. Here's the book for year one. Here's the book for year two. Okay. Both are available on Amazon, but reach out if you want a copy. Let me know. Okay. Just it's not just putting a book together and putting it on Amazon and then let it print. Dude, 100%. You guys got to check out this fucking book. Like, I don't swear that much today, but look at this. Dude, the attention to detail that she puts into this book, it is um, 100%. Between Kelly and Nikki, if they weren't the two creative minds behind hello. They weren't the two creative minds behind like some of the design stuff. I swear to God, you would have everything would be fucking squared and centered, and the colors would be all over the place. Like it would. It is. I can't think like that. So Nikki, huge thank you. I gave her a personalized signed book last year, um, and I keep saying thank you. I know she needed. She likes to do it, but like I can't say thank you enough because without the two of them, I couldn't get cool like some of the cool shit that we have out here. So huge shout out to Nikki uh for your award. I think you have yours. You have yours, right? No, man, you can't. Kelly's like, maybe she's doing all the design. No, no, no. Okay, just want to make sure. All right, as we get ready to start the show, uh, a couple of things. I think every good award show needs a quick, an opening act, if you will. Um, and I've been looking around. Um, I know, I wish it was Arbok Jr. Um, but for an opening act, I've searched high and far, and I've looked everywhere, and I was like, I need to find someone who has potential to be the next best thing to come out of Whimsy going into year two and three, or sorry, three and four. All right. So I think an early contender for best new podcast. I don't know what the name of the show will be, what it will be, but take a look at this podcast. I'm going to play it for you guys real quick. Um, I think you're going to see the brilliance in this. Okay, check it out.
Hi everyone, welcome to Sophia's house. Would you like to come with me? And thank you. Bye bye.
15 seconds, her episode is already better than anything I've ever done. There's a chance that she gets on a lot more. We got so much stuff coming out of her. Kindergarten, first grade, before the next award show. She's been jumping on the podcast more often. She's got a studio now for her. But dude, that Sophie, she's amazing. The show's about to start. I'm going to go ahead and kick me all off of this. I'm going to hang out in the chats. Please comment on whatever you have. I'm not going to jump in until the very end. 100%. This is for you guys. I wanted to do this very early on. What's the best way to say thank you? And I felt this was probably the most creative way for me and Liam to really give you guys a nice thank you. So I hang out. I was gonna say something else, but I'm not. All right, let's get the show on the road. Hide this one. Put this one on.
The winner is
Nah.
was there, and when we had her on with me on, the shows just felt great. We all had good chemistry. She has good chemistry with my dad.
That's so funny. All right. With no further ado, uh, thank you everybody. Hang out as long as you can. I'm in the chats. Thank you for everything. I'll see you guys in about an hour and a half. Oh, welcome to this week's episode of Chasing the Whimsy. We are getting 2-year anniversary, everybody. It's a fantastic night, everybody. Like, let's just take a moment and just realize what we're doing here today. It is 2 years that we've been doing this. This is a huge celebration, a night of celebrating uh, family, storytelling, um, fucking the podcast, and just being creative. It's just a fantastic evening tonight. Um, as I was preparing for this episode, one of the things I was thinking about was uh, how do I do this? Right, I got my script here. I'm trying not to read it. Right, I didn't get in trouble, but people are making fun of me for possibly reading too much on the script. So I got some notes. We'll figure it out. But to prepare for it, like any other award show, Liam and I, early on. Liam, what was it? Episode 33? Episode 33. We did the red carpet event for the Oscars, or the Emmys. We learned a lot from that episode. I used that episode as a roadmap to what not to do. So tonight, I will know everybody's name and everybody their episodes. So I will know way better than we did on that Emmy episode. Tonight, whew, yep, playing with the buttons too much. My bad. Tonight again, it's a night of celebrating everybody who's come into our Whimsyverse uh, family, and then those that we have brought into the Whimsy family. So huge thanks to everybody. Let's give it up for those guys. Some of the people that we have nominated tonight. Let's go through a few standouts. We got Grandma, other Grandma. She's going to be nominated for a few awards tonight. I believe special guest and themed episode before she was grandmother. So it was fantastic that we had a chance to speak with her. Who else? We have other mom. We got my mom over here, not nominated, but always here to show some support. Let's check some notes here. We started the podcast, July 2023. Started off with just Liam and I, and very quickly we just really took it on, had fun with it, and found out it was way more fun when we brought more people in. We get to hang out with Jay Sarge, who is nominated tonight. We saw some standout guests within the Whimsyverse here. We have JJ nominated multiple times tonight for Yellowstone and Diary of a Cool Kid. JJ kind of really just showing like that, like youth energy of just wanting to try to do something and have some fun with it. So he's doing fantastic. He's doing a lot of cool things right now with Taekwondo and bow staff. So um, we're hopefully we get to see more of that and more of him in going into year 3. Did I mention Yellowstone? Yes, I did. We also have moments in the last 2 years of Sophie coming on. Fantastic, Sophie. Always fun to have her kind of jump in on an episode, say hello, good nights. Megan is a standout over the last 2 years. I think when we look back, Lim and I pretty good about being like host, co-host, and he was going to do this thing with me. But what we've learned as the podcast is it's all about chasing those dreams. And Liam early on realized that he really wanted to get into wrestling and very quickly dove headfirst into it. He wrestles about as much as I podcast, which is a lot. I think we can argue. Thank you. I think we can argue who has the more passion for it, but I think it'd be pretty even. So it is kind of cool that while he's doing his thing, I get kind of do my thing. And while we're, he's always welcome back. So we always excited to see when he comes back. We do have the extended family. We have Sandy. Sandy was on early on when we talked about her birthday. Her love for Winnie the Pooh. She was on holiday episode 24 and the Mother's Day 25. So it was good to have Sandy on. And her twins. Fantastic to have them on a couple of episodes. So it was always fun to invite them in. But then we also have Jay Sarge, Ming Chen, the Sarah Rose, Kit, the people that we kind of brought into the Whimsyverse and became family. Theme music, mentors, artists. So like huge round of applause for those guys. We were able to kind of highlight and showcase their talents a little bit. Kelly, you can't forget Kelly. She's the behind the scenes guru. She's creating merch. She's the wizard. She listens to everything. She probably I want to say photographic memory of everything going on, but she knows a lot of some of the behind the scenes stuff. And then if I ever need to remember what episode something was, she's got me. So I'm glad to have Kelly with us. And then we had, oh my gosh, so many different special guests. We had Grammy winners. We had a district attorney, 30 plus years, retired to go into acting. Greg Allen Martin, Alia. We had Cheese. One of my favorite interviews over the last 2 years was Cheese. He redefined Tetris in his rolling technique. So it was fantastic to be able to speak with guests like them and many more. Brian Johnson, Walt Flanagan. It was also to have great to have them on also. Thank you. When we first started, there was a moment of like, Ben, you're doing too much. Like, there's a lot of podcasting already. You're already recording every week. Limbs, you're doing Sad Dad episodes. Those are a big hit. But what was fantastic about you guys, the listeners, the family, is you worry about me for a second to be like, maybe you're doing too much. But as I roll out Whimsy Nooners, Mind Pockets, Whimsy with a Z, we saw that I was able to kind of, I don't think, it's weird. We already work too much. He's a crazy person. You've listened to the Sad Dad episodes, but yet he's still being able to put all these things together. Behind the scenes editing, he's starting to do video projects now this year. So it has been just fantastic the last 2 years. And we really couldn't have done it without all of you guys. So again, huge thanks to everybody who's currently watching us. So we appreciate you. With that said, I think we should probably get the awards started. Yes. Okay, I want to make sure I was recording. That would have been horrible. What would we have done? I'm not going to cut any of this. I got. where's- I'm I'm Liam right now. So, what we're going to go ahead and do is for as we get the show started, we have our first category for the awards tonight. It is going to be um, achievement in audio or video presentation. Um, these people or these episodes or these moments over the last 2 years have really kind of defined um, stepping stones that we've taken with Chasing the Whimsy. We went from a recorder with a couple of microphones and some headphones to live streaming to different theme songs, lo-fi music. We started getting into video. We're doing panels. We're recording panels. Sophie's recording stuff. This category here is to really kind of just thank these moments and these people for pushing us to always grow, to try something different, do more. So here to present the categories or the nominees for year 1 and year 2 for the achievement in audio and video presentation. The best co-host, sorry Megan, but the OG co-host, Liam. Thank you, man.
Thank you, Dad. All right, come on, camera Ben. What are you doing? Let's get this right. Thank you. All right. Thank you for introducing me. Thank you for presenting me on this show. I mean, on the behalf of Chasing the Whimsy as the second co-host. Let's get this started with our first nominee. The first nominee can't have it without on our podcast. You know, it's the first 15, 20 seconds of the episode for the past 70 episodes, maybe.
Yeah, because we got it at episode 37.
Episode 37 is when we got our original CTW
Ish.
proper and live variation theme by Jay Sarge. So he is our first nominee. Thank you very much, Jay Sarge, for always being awesome, for the lo-fi music, and what we can't live without on the podcast, which is your intro. Going into next nominee is episode 61. Episode 61 is it's kind of a lot. So Dad plays clips. We talk about the clips. Takes a lot of, hard work. Can't say talent because, I just gotta watch a YouTube video of putting all these clips in. We laugh. He's got to edit it. So thank you, episode 61, and Dad for getting this audio right. Next one we have Whimsy Nooner. Video for episode 60, Cheese and Tetris High Score. So this is where my dad goes over for 45 minutes about Tetris and the techniques that he does, the rolling technique, going over it and how it elevated the game. That's nomination number 3. Nomination number 4, we have another Whimsy Nooner, Brief History of Bobby Fischer. Another thing is it's very hard to get this all set up on live. So the past 2 nominations, just another big shout out to my dad for being able to get these done for live streams to put out content for you guys and for when I'm not home, for when I'm not on the podcast, that I can watch it at home and feel like I'm still there with Whimsy. So thank you. And then Bobby Fischer, great slideshow, always. Thank you Canva for that. And then the last nominee, we have Ben, Evolution of Live Streaming. Overall. Going from StreamYard to now OBS. It's been obviously we started from just a normal recorder. The way that it looked, we had our white table with our mats and then the recorder in the middle and then our headphones and our mics, to now being able to have 2 desks, lighting, a camera, a mic, and 2 computers, being able to set up our show. I mean, we're talking about year 1, but it's just been it's been a good evolution throughout the live streaming of Ben, and on the live show. He's got kitchen, he's got kitschy, he's got all of those things. He's done a lot of cool things on live. So let's have a round of applause for all the nominees. Now, there can only be one. So the first winner of the Chasing the Whimsy,
The trophy.
the Chasing the Whimsy,
Right.
okay. For the first award of Chasing the Whimsy, we would like to give this to J Sarge.
Wow. Oh man, I didn't expect this at all. Liam and Ben, I cannot thank you enough for the honor. You reached out, and then before I knew it, I had new friends, and we were making cool stuff together. So thank you, and thanks to everybody out there who supports me. And you know what? Let's chalk up another win for Kevin Smith, because that is probably the point in time that eventually brought us together, was when Kevin Smith made a little movie called Clerks. Yeah. Anyway, you guys keep up the show. It's a beacon of positivity in a lonely, dark world, and I love it. And you guys are great. Keep up the good work.
Thank you, J Sarge. Then again, a big thank you, because we couldn't have an episode started without your live theme. Either going all the way to Chicago, we saw the theme just many places. So we'd like to thank you for this intro. Now on to year two. Year two is when we elevate the game. You're going to be hearing me say that a lot, but really, year two is just it's been a lot. Even though I haven't been on a lot, obviously, because of wrestling, and um, I guess you can just say life, maybe. Um, but anyways, on to the first nominee, episode 82, Chasing the Ween, 2024 Halloween special. Second Halloween of Chasing the Whimsy. Um, this is a pretty cool one. I feel like our Halloween tradition is having Megan, me, and my dad in Oliver's footsteps in the background. Um, it's always just a good time at the house. We have Kelly in the back looking up stuff. We have Megan talking about, just her childhood and what she did, and like how it was done. And then just Sophie coming on for every 30 seconds to either say something about how her day was, how was school, what'd you do this week, or just a hi. She's always, it's just bright to have her on the podcast. So big thank you to all of them. Nominee number two, episode 100, Making Hay, Carcast. 100.1, because there's three parts, two parts. But this was just the best time. Me and my dad going to the roots of how we started a podcast. We got the audio clips all in one thing off this old recorder, and then we put it, it's not focusing. And we put it all into one thing, and then we would just make and hay it. On Chasing the Whimsy, Making Hay, it is episode, what, 13? 12 of TESD. And, they pause, talk about it. It was just super fun talking about Pogo when I got the Spinda.
They were recording before we podcasted.
And they were the first ever Chasing the Whimsy podcast. So thank you to me and my dad for that. But the next nominee, this one's hard to beat. Another great episode, as all of these episodes are, but the Whimsy Holiday Palooza 2024, episode 92. Biggest production I think we've set up. It had 14 people in it. We had, Rhiannon and other grandma singing Silent Night when we're trying to get stuff figured out. It was super chaotic, but at the same time, it was super fun. I had a lot of fun talking to my family, gift exchanges. Um, it was super cool. So thank you everyone at the Holiday Palooza for making such a great audio and video presentation. On to the next nominee is the first TuesCon, episode 84, TuesCon coverage 2024. This is where me, my dad, and Megan interviewed Robert Kurtzman, and we're on the courtyard. So obviously in a hotel, it's kind of loud. Um, the the scooting in chairs were metal. It was a lot of work for my dad, obviously. So we got that audio and video. We didn't get video of that, but we got the audio of it pretty good for what we had to work with. So episode 84 is that nominee. Now the last nominee is for Ben's Been There interview video. Now this is a personal favorite of mine. I love being able to watch my dad talk to other Bens. Obviously we have camera Ben helping us out today, and then we have normal Ben here, and that's it.
Creator Ben,
Creator Ben,
Whimsy Ben.
and then Whimsy Ben, all in the audience. They're nominated, so you never know. But this was just a cool video. The video presentation was just amazing. How he was able to have all three of the Bens in one video and just have a conversation for 4 minutes. Like, it was just super cool. But there has to be one. So the winner is episode 92, Whimsy Holiday Palooza. Thank you, all 14 of you guys who were on the episode, for making it such a great episode. And then thank you, Dad, for all the editing and just making it happen. Give to Ben for special award.
Sorry. This one was a last minute slide that we put in. Um, Speaking of audiovisual, there's on the visual side of things. Yeah, I'm doing some fun things with the video, but I think it's appropriate to take a second here and thank Sarah Rose for Little Whims. She was the first one to do a web comic for us, or a comic strip for us. Um, the the fact that, like, the podcast is fun telling stories, but to find a medium in which we can now tell, like, Dad and Liam stories in the form of a comic strip with these little gnomes are just fucking fantastic. So thank you to Sarah Rose for year one. Year two, huge shout out to Kit. Kit found her. She was freelancing, and I shopped around looking for another artist. And I'm so happy that we found Kit. I sent her a script for what I was looking for, and she's just knocking them out the park. We have the black and white ones that you guys see online every week, and then we have the color ones that we're going to start putting into the year two book. So I need to take 2 seconds and just thank both of them. I'll make sure they get their awards. But year one, Sarah Rose for Little Whims, Kit year two for Whimsy Doodles. It's fantastic that you're able to put my kids into a comic for me, and I just can't thank you guys enough for doing that for me and kind of like help me tell a story visually. So I appreciate you guys very much. That's going to lead us into our next category. Before I hand it over to Liam, next category is guests. Guests one-off, guests repeat. So started off with the family, but Robert Kurtzman. The idea that I can just randomly talk to somebody at a con, ask them over, and they say yes. Fantastic. It's this idea that all you have to do is ask. We did 2 panels. One of the questions was, how do you get some of these guests? And a lot of it's just ask. A couple of them even reached out to us. We worked with Kelly K, PR, and SN PR. So they brought some guests to us, but it's been fantastic to be able to have some of these guests, celebrities, and then a lot of the friends and family. So the guests brought in a new element for chasing the whimsy and allowed us to explore different stories from everywhere. So again, we have other grandma telling some fantastic stories. JJ as a 9-year-old into a 10-year-old. And then we also talked to, again, district attorneys, Grammy winners, comic book men. Like, it's been fantastic, the journey of these guests Can't thank you guys enough. So, as I hand this off to Liam, let's just take a second and just applaud. If you've been a guest on the show, if you've listened to a guest, just huge thanks to everybody who's willing to come on here and talk to us. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, we have the intro to guests. The first one we have is our favorite guest for year one. Year one is where it all started. So the first nominee we have is episode 60 with Cheese. Wasn't on this episode. Obviously one of my dad's favorite. He talks about it all the time. Talking to a pro at this, created the rolling technique, I think it's called. Just elevating the game and making Tetris, I think, almost kind of popular again.
I think you go out of focus when you step forward and back. See your fucking whiteness.
Okay, so thank you, Cheese, for the second nomination in a row. No, sorry. Episode 25 is our next nominee. This is Robert Kurtzman. Robert Kurtzman was our first guest other than family or friend on the podcast. He's in special effects. He did the Tusk Walrus, whatever that was. He did a Nightmare on Elm Street, Aliens, and that's just a sample size of what he's actually done in his career. So thank you, Robert Kurtzman, for showing on our podcast, and then seeing him back at Chronicon in year two was pretty cool. These next two nominees can be put in the same category. Episode 37, Part 2, and Part 3 are our last nominees. So, Part 2 is with Ming Chen. Ming Chen, obviously, so much support since we did his podcast class. Obviously, going out saying he's the biggest Chasing the Whimsy fan, and just telling us he listens, and we just really appreciate all of the support that he gives us, and how good of an episode it was too, because he's given us two good episodes. So thank you, Ming Chen. And then for episode 37, part 3, we have Brian Johnson. Brian Johnson was it was so kind of him to come on, even though he wasn't feeling well, and then still provided a really good episode to end the finale of episode 37. So thank you all of the nominees. But the winner of the favorite guest one-off year one is Ming Chen.
Hey, what's up? Chasing the Whimsy. This is Ming Chen. Thank you so much for this honor. Best guest, year one. It's always good to start things off the best way possible. And I can't think of a better honor than this. And to kick off your first year as your best guest. I don't know if there's a best guest year two, but I'm going to vie for that one as well. I'm going to start with called a streak, my friends. But congratulations, guys. You guys are amazing. I've been with you guys since the beginning, and I love seeing where you guys have gone and where you're going. And it's truly an honor to go to bars and brag to people that it's like, yeah, Chasing the Whimsy. Yeah, I help those guys get started. So, you guys are hotter than the weather in Phoenix, and I know that firsthand now because I've been there now. So, many more episodes, many more guests, many more great times, many more great stories. But thank you guys so much. I humbly and gratefully and accept this honor because I'm gonna milk this, bragging about it to everybody. So thank you guys, Chasing the Whimsy. You guys are the best.
Thank you, Ming. Once again, just the support has been absolutely. It's just been great. So we appreciate you, and you get an award on behalf of Chasing the Whimsy. Favorite guest, one off for year two. So I thought you were gonna take this one.
Oh, yeah.
So for the favorite guest, year two, like I said before, I apologize for not being on. Obviously being busy with wrestling and whatever else is going on. So for the year two, I have one of the Bens coming on.
Thank you. Year two. While Liam's out traveling, hitting the mats, Colorado, Fargo, Utah. Took second last year. While he's off doing his thing, sometimes I need to fill a spot with a guest, and I was so happy that we were able to get some of these guests. Uh, for year two, the nominees for best one-off guest, year two, episode 74, Alia, fantastic interview. Russian journalist who came over to the U.S., became a citizen, and is now a philanthropist, a singer-songwriter. She wrote Hope. She's doing a lot of fun, interesting things to kind of showcase women and really promote women. So she was fantastic. Lasagna loved the episode. It was interesting to talk to her and just to continue to develop my interview skills. We have episode 108, Walt Flanagan. That was a get. He was a member of Tell 'em Steve Dave. We doxed him early on. So it was fun to have Walt on. He was fantastic. Him and Liam had a really nice rapport together. So he was fantastic. Everybody had really great things to say about his episode. Vita Bybee, she had a cookbook. She reached out. She liked the family aspect of the podcast. She came on. We had the episode 105 with her, and then she also did a small bit for me on the live stream. What's in my pocket for Nooners? Special episode to me because I had some of the best laughs I've ever had with her or because of her episode. So it means a lot to me for that episode. Pinky, she is one of the Whimsy Z kids. 16 junior, getting ready to be a senior. She came out and did an unplugged episode. Super, super happy that she came on. It showed us what Whimsy with the Z can be one day. She was real candid, vulnerable, and just had a fantastic conversation with me. We explored a lot of aspects of her life, and I was glad that she was able to open up to us like that. And then the last nominee, episode 68. This would be a couple episodes after into year two. Greg Allen Martin. This was the first interview that I did from a celebrity that I don't know, and did the research about him, what he's been up to, and then talking to him. He's just a fascinating person. District attorney in LA. In his off time, he was doing a lot of stage work, and then after he retired, he's doing some television. So he's a fantastic gentleman. God, he did so much stuff. So huge thanks to all of our guests for year two. And the winner for favorite guest one-off year two would be Greg Allen Martin.
Hey, you guys, thanks so much. I appreciate the honor. Best guest year two. So, did you guys have any other guests last year? No, I really do appreciate it. This is really cool. And I just want to say it was such a delight being interviewed by Ben. Done a lot of podcasts, and I got to say he was one of the most prepared. He knew my entire background. He asked such great questions. We really had fun chatting. So I guess with this award, that means that after all these years spent chasing, I can finally say that I have caught the elusive Whimsy. So hey, all you fans out there of the show, keep listening to Chasing the Whimsy. Take care. God bless.
Fantastic. It's great that he was able to send in an acceptance speech. So thank you, Greg Allen Martin, again. We look to have you back on to Chasing the Whimsy soon. I'd like to get you to run the gauntlet and find out how you're doing and see through the season 2 of your show. I'm going to hand it back over to Liam for favorite guests repeat years 1 and 2.
Thank you, Dad, once again. Favorite guest, repeat of year 1. So these are the guests who came on twice or more. The first one I'd like to talk about is JJ. JJ has done, 3 shows now. He's done the original CTW, Yellowstone, and Diary of a Cool Kid. So thank you, JJ, for that. And he's also just been a great guy to have on. Talking about bow staff, taekwondo, all the cool stuff he's into, wanting to podcast, Yellowstone.
Step up. I think it blurs when you step back.
So thank you, JJ, for all of that. Next nominee, we have Courtney. Courtney has just been, it's like been it's been all the way, like, all the way up, all the way down with her. It's always fun having her on, though. Obviously, year 1 talking about Pokemon and girlfriend and motorcycle accident, and then the come up of after the motorcycle accident and recovery, physical therapy. Um, so thank you, Courtney. The next guest we have is Nikki. Nikki is been on her birthday episode, teacher episode. So we thank you for that. Obviously telling us what it's like to be a mom, teacher mom, being a teacher, and what it's like to go to school and have kids all day and then come home and then have to deal with one. And then just thank you for that, Nikki. The good episodes. Next nominee is Megan. Megan is always fun to have. It was no co-host Megan this year. It was just come on the episode when Liam's not there, to make sure Dad's not alone.
A laugh would have been good when you drink.
So thank you, Megan. And then the last nominee we have is Other Grandma. Other Grandma was on the Monday,
Early on.
early on, and then her birthday episode. So thanks, Grandma, and another big shout out to her being on the couch. Obviously, first couple episodes we did. But let's get to the winner, as all of you guys are waiting for. The winner is Megan. Hey, Megan. Even though talent always can't be there, Megan was there to always step up and bring sometimes even better shows than when I was there. And when we had her on with me on, the shows just felt great. We all had good chemistry. She has good chemistry with my dad. So thank you, Megan, for always being a good guest.
Hey Whimsy, it's Megan. I just wanted to say thank you so much for giving me this award. It's been so fun to be part of Whimsy for the past 2 years. There's a lot of memories and places that we've been, and probably the most fun was being with family and guest hosting at cons. I wanted to say I'm so proud of Ben and Liam for what they've done over the last 2 years and thank them for letting me be a part of it as co-host. And thank you guys again so much for recognizing me for being guest for year 1 and year 2. Thank you.
Next, we have the repeat guest. So this is the same thing as last time, but just year 2. So we like to shout out the 2-timers on this. The 2-timers, we have Courtney, once again. So this is still in physical therapy, still getting over it, finding out that she is not going to be with us for very much longer. She's not going to die. But just Grandpa died, and she's going to inherit his house and take all her cats, her spiders, and all the robots she buys, and it's gonna be hard to do Chasing Whimsy without Courtney. So we're excited to see what life brings to her. So thank you, 2-time nominee already. The next 2-time nominee is Other Grandma. Other Grandma on year 2 was just above and beyond. She did her 6 episodes before she was grandma, and then what she hopes like to see out of us, and obviously us kids in 30 years are going to really appreciate that, and just know what life was like before that, because we knew grandma for being grandma, but what was she like before that? So it was really cool to see that on the podcast. Next, we have is that like that one? No,
No, Courtney's okay. She's gonna run down.
okay. Okay, our next one is
You're moving so much. Hold on. Wait for you to even out me free start over. Okay, go ahead.
next nominee is Ming Chen. Ming Chen, thank you on year 2. He was on twice for year 2. Okay, Chronicon.
Plus he was on year 1.
Plus he was on year 1. So that's a repeat. So thank you, Ming, for coming on for the beginning of year 2 and falling for my dad's joke and just talking to us again for another like 30 to 40 minutes. And the last guest is J Sarge. The last nominee is J Sarge. J Sarge was obviously on for episode 37, and then made his own podcast, suggested articles, and then came back on ours to kind of talk about what's going on. You know, my dad went on suggested articles, so I feel like my dad and J Sarge are friends now, which is kind of a weird thing to say that the guy who made the TESD intro is now my dad's friend. But that's pretty cool to say. But let's get to it. The winner of year 2 is Courtney.
Hello, and welcome back to me getting best guest. Sorry to everybody. I am, in fact, the best. But yeah, appreciate whoever the hell voted for me. And I was thinking, maybe every time I am a guest on the show, there could just be like a curse word counter, and I don't know, maybe like that amount of funds I gotta like donate to some charity or something. I don't know. I understand this is a family friendly show, so maybe I'll tone it down. Maybe I won't. Who's to say? But yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. Not to toot my own horn, I am fucking great. But yeah, I want to thank God, Villanelle, like God Villanelle, you know, or Jesus Villanelle, if you will. To the Cat Distribution Center, really appreciate that. You know, all those stories that come along with that. My rise and fall, and then my rise again, and I'm in a fall now. So who knows, maybe we'll have a little rise out of Courtney again. Maybe. It's all downhill from here, bitch. But yeah, appreciate it. Love you guys. And peace out. Whimsy.
Once again, thank you, Courtney. Like I said, we're excited to see where you go and what life brings you. Now, we have our the best supporting show. Oh, yeah, okay.
The idea was I was gonna not cut so much of this, but there's a couple of spots that we had to cut. But it's okay. It's okay. Best supporting show and co-host. Uh, best supporting shows. These are going to be JJ's Yellowstone, Diary of a Cool Kid. Shows that came after we started Chasing the Whimsy. Chasing the Whimsy has inspired so many other great shows. Inspired JJ to do all kinds of fantastic things. He stepped away for a moment as he chases his other dreams of bow staff and taekwondo, and also just being 10. So, he has that going. Then there's the live shows. We have the Whimsy Nooners, Mind Pockets, Whimsy with the Z. So just some fantastic shows that came out of the first 2 years. It's fantastic that we were able to come up with some different more content for you guys. Like for whatever reason, like we were worried for a minute. Like, do people really want to listen to us for 45 minutes to an hour every week? And then I go like, screw it, man. We're going to listen to 6 hours of Ben every week. So I appreciate all you guys. And Liam's going to go ahead and go through our nominees for Best Supporting Show and Co-host.
Dude, camera Ben, get it together, dude.
Like, why is mine not so blurry?
All right, best supporting show for year one. So year one, it's just good to get out 3 shows. Obviously, well, 4, sorry. We have CTW proper, and then going into the first nominee is JJ with Yellowstone. Yellowstone was just super cool because obviously kid had an idea, and then my dad brought it to life. It was super cool because I feel like he was just getting the idea started, and then my dad brought him the map that he drew maybe like 2 weeks, 3 weeks later that he actually drew it, which is super cool to see his face light up and him drawing on it and making stories up and having what, like 15 episodes?
Like an hour and a half.
An hour and a half of talking. So that's just a round of applause for JJ. Going on to the next one is my dad with Mind Pockets. So Mind Pockets is a show every Saturday where my dad records clips throughout the weeks of, what he's thinking in his mind, and then he puts it in his pocket and reads it on and listens to it on Saturday on a live stream. And it's honestly just an all-around fun show. There's always a good laugh, as he likes to say, a parquet laugh. It's just super fun to do with Mind Pockets, and I would love to do it one day. On to the last nominee is Ben with Whimsy Nooners. What a great time to have a show on. Monday shows at noon. That's why it's called Whimsy Nooners. Obviously, Whimsy Nooners gets a lot of attention after the fact because no one wants to watch it in the middle of the day on a Monday. And it's also not a good time with work and school and all that. But it's just all around. It's fun when he talks about TV. Always has a good slideshow. What he's gonna do that week, how work is, and if he has some funny story, he's got to do it. That's
it.
Now getting to the award. Round of applause for Ben with Mind Pockets. We have Ben here. Okay. So thank you for that. For year 2, we have first nominee, JJ once again. Yep, give it up. JJ, Diary of a Cool Kid. So, what happens to a cousin to nephew to an uncle's house, records something he likes, goes home, downloads StreamYard, and then you get the mind of a 9-10-year-old, and it's just so cool listening to him record. Because once he's into something, and it's super cool to hear how he's passionate about, trying to record books, and because it's a book review show. But on to the second nominee. Once again, we have Ben with Mind Pockets. We've already heard about this, so. Okay, let's just... And then on here again, we have Ben with Whimsy Nooners. Not a lot to say about those two since they were already nominated. But then for the last nominee, we have Ben and Whimsy Kids for Whimsy with a Z. I am a part of that, obviously. One episode. Really like the idea, though. We have, the Whimsy Kids being Mark, Pinky, Danielle, Alice.
Mark.
I already said Mark.
Danielle.
And Dean. So thank you to all the Whimsy Kids out there and my dad. But to the winner is Ben and the Whimsy Kids. Whimsy with a Z. And on behalf of the Whimsy Kids and Ben himself, we have Ben accepting this award.
Thank you. I can't thank you guys enough for the award. Uh, we'll start with Mind Pockets. It originally started as a bit, trying to figure out how to structure a Whimsy Nooners. He's like, hey, maybe I can do this bit where I record some things and play it, and then quickly we realized like it was a show in itself, and it became let's do it on a Saturday. Why not? Better time slot later in the evening, so it was better. Uh, so much fun to do, a lot of laughs, a lot of interaction with you guys. So I appreciate all you guys indulging me with the craziness that's in my head and listening through funny times, car drama, like whatever mess I'm going through. I appreciate you guys. And then the award for Whimsy Nooners, Whimsy with the Z. This really goes out to most to the kids. Like this is their podcast. I'm there just hitting record, asking some questions. The standouts are the kids, 100%. We got 12, 13-year-olds all the way up to 17-year-olds. Alice just graduated. The conversation her senior year, and listening to her growth, Dean and Danielle, just watching their confidence build. Mark, you have to listen to a recent episode that we just did. Mark's coming out of his shell a little bit, and Pinky is just fantastic every episode. She was real comfortable, candid, and I think she kind of helped the other kids relax and just enjoy the show that it is. So again, this award goes to all of the ones. This one's not for me. I couldn't do the show without it. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you very much. I'll do these ones real quick. Co-host moments. So this would be Liam's moments. Year one, Liam was here for just over 50, 60% of the episodes for the first year. Again, he's wrestling. But while he was here, some banger episodes. We have episode 27, Whimsy is Strange. Liam and I talked about a video game that was questionable if he should have been playing when he was 9 and 10. But we had a very nice, candid conversation with regards to the content of the game, as well as how it impacts the way he sees his high school career progressing forward. We also have episode 43, Liam on the Run. This one was one of the first episodes after he came back. He missed a lot of the 20s and 30s for a minute, but came back 43, Liam on the Run. One of the most fun episodes we've ever had. We gave him the scenario of you borrowed some money from a loan shark and you have to go on the run, and it was just a fantastic episode. The one right after that, Liam Stickman in the screen, playing the same idea of the what if. We tried to figure out how to get Liam out of his house if he was sneaking out. Episode 61, the last episode of year one, Liam stepped up. I might question some of his abilities, but episode 61, I played a bunch of clips throughout the first year, those first 60 episodes, and he remembered lots of the episodes, the content, almost the numbers and the titles. So surprised us all when he was able to come up with all of those. And then a very random day, which is just a fantastic episode. Like we just did all kinds of weird stuff, a lot of yeses, and why not? Let's try. So fantastic episodes. Liam was killing it. The winner for year one Liam moment is going to be Liam on the Run. Absolutely one of my. He had a small parquet laugh towards the end. We had a huge laugh with the "I need my blankie." It's just a fantastic episode. So I just absolutely love that episode. We also now move into year two, episode 108. Whimsy returns to Tesney Town. We talked to Walt Flanagan. Liam was involved in this back and forth. Had a small moment with Walt that I was completely lost in. Episode 70 was a car cast. North is the new East. We were stranded at Walmart, and then on the way home, he tried to convince me that north is always straight. Doesn't matter what direction you're going, as long as you're going straight. Um, Liam's favorite episode, Liam Lost in the Lucid Backrooms, spawned the webcomic that Kit is working on right now. Liam Lost in the Backrooms. If you guys know anything about creepypastas, you'll have a little extra appreciation for the episode. Whimsy versus AFI. Me, him, Megan, try to take out movies of the top 100 and play and put some of our own in there. So fantastic episode. And then 79, you got Chronic Con in my Whimsy. Liam and I kind of just do a breakdown of the 3-day event that we had at Chronic Con. So fantastic episode, Liam. Thank you. I appreciate these ones. The winning episode moment, 108. Whimsy returns to Tessie Town, talks with Walt Flanagan. He had Liam was on fire. The idea that he doesn't do a lot of these guest interviews, but when he does, was on fire. Him and Walt had a Puck Nuts minute that went on. This rapport back and forth was fantastic. So, Liam, thank you very much. And go ahead and accept your awards.
Thank you, everyone. Obviously, being on Chasing Whimsy is it's an honor to do a podcast with my dad and being able to talk to all these cool people, have all these cool experiences, being able to laugh with my dad, but record it for years to go, and my kids listen to it. It's been a great time doing Chasing Whimsy. Thank you to all my family members who have supported me, and asked me about my days and wrestling and all of that. And it's just been a great time. So thank you, everyone.
I was going to make a joke in the original script. Hold on, we gotta wait for the camera.
Camera bender.
There was a joke that this thing was going to be 3 hours long. We're pushing like an hour and a half, 2 hours on this thing right now. We're about halfway through. While we're still in the co-host section, I want to take a minute and give an award to Megan for stepping up year 2. She got promoted to co-host in year 2. Some banger episodes that she was able to put together for me. Between the cons, just the one-on-one conversations that me and her have, fan fusion, the panels. There's just so many things that she has done for Chasing the Whimsy, for me, and kind of just stepping up. So there's no nominees. It's just everything she did year 2 deserves an award. But if we had to put one on there, it would be Fan Fusion 2025. Like, she killed it. We came out of Fan Fusion with this idea that we're just going to kill Tucson. And we're looking forward to being a staple at Fan Fusion again next year. So, Megan, Liam and I both thank you for stepping in when we needed you. And you are now a co-host and now a staple of Chasing the Whimsy. So you're stuck with us. Sorry. Real quick, before we go any further in the show, Chasing the Whimsy has been doing so much stuff. We're just creating things and having fun. We're talking to family. We're extending the family, and we're just getting to know people. But unfortunately, as life is, we lose people along the way. So I just wanted to take a moment of silence to as an in memoriam for to remember and honor those that we've lost over those first 2 years. So if just thank them for all the support that they had. Sorry we didn't get to talk to them more, but it just reminds us why we do the podcast. So we'll just take a moment. Thank you guys for that. There was a couple that I know hit really close to home. So, sorry for those losses. Um, let's get back with the show. We are at the last of the awards. So maybe we're not as long as we thought. We're like buck 90 or buck 30. So we're at 90 minutes. We're perfect. These last awards, limited series and themes, Ben episodes, best chasing the Whimsy overall. Somewhere there were moments when we had guests or things happening where they were so good that it was unfair to put those episodes against the individual Liam or the individual Ben's or the individual Megan episodes. These are the moments like before she was grandma, the rise and fall of Courtney, like these chunks of episodes that kind of just work themselves into a theme or a limited series. So we got to make sure we acknowledge them as a whole. Ben moments. So like obviously those are going to be fantastic because I think I'm the funniest person. God, I think it's so funny. I just have such a good time, and I'm excited to see which ones we win, and then the best overall CTW. So we'll get back to Liam to go ahead and get you guys through the last of the awards.
Thank you. So for the last of the awards, we're gonna start wrapping it up with favorite episodes and a limited series or theme for year one. Okay. First nominee is Road to 37. This isn't an actual series, but it's a build-up. You can obviously hear us hinting like every episode about how we're almost at a big milestone, and 37 was our first big one, obviously with a three-parter, and we didn't know it was going to be that big until kind of like a week before almost. So it's a really good limited series to start off our nominees. So for the second nominee, we have TwoCon 50 coverage, which is the first one. The first one has the Robert Kurtzman episode and the Courtyard episode. The Courtyard episode obviously got nominated, and I think won audio and video presentation for year one. No, never mind. Got nominated for audio representation for year one. And is back on here with Robert Kurtzman, great 25-minute episode, and then with the three of us talking about what was fun about the con. Was that the first time we had all three hosts on a show? Technically.
Maybe no, because she was a guest on it. No, because she was a guest on like 1920.
Okay. Well, thank you. TwoCon coverage, which is Baby, Sophie, Kelly, Megan, me, and my dad. And then not last. Next nominee is Old Man episodes.
What do you mean sad dad doesn't win?
So my dad obviously around 30,
It was like mid-20s.
like 20 episodes in. The first time where Liam was
you bailed on me.
Was not on the podcast, and we had the first time we had an old man. So we appreciate all the episodes with old man. Yep. Well, thank you for that. And then the last one we have is CarCast. I know it's a grandma's personal favorite. Um, CarCast is where me and my dad didn't want to record. Well, no, I didn't want to record during the day. So we would just save all the recording and then save it for the car talks because we had a conversation about how we have some of our best conversations in the car and not on the podcast. So we wanted to kind of capture that where we had motivation music and wrestling, obviously. But like I have said, there can only be one, and the winner is Road to 37. I know I can do this on behalf of me and my dad. We both were so excited leading up to 37 and just, the build up was super fun, talking about Brian Johnson, hinting at like an Asian, Ming Chen, and then the guy who does music is Jay Sarge. So thank you to me and my dad for having such a good lead up to a big episode. For year two, we have the first nominee as Road to 100. I'm starting off with another Road to. Road to 100 was really good because starting at 95, we had the four W's.
Yeah,
The four W's.
that's why Courtney was 99.
The four W's because we thought there was five W's, but there was only four. Those were really good. And then obviously the Courtney episode, first time we heard that she's no longer going to be in Arizona, will be missed. On to the next nominee, we have Before She Was Grandma. Before She Was Grandma is a series with Other Grandma, which is the title kind of says it, but before she was a grandma, she talks about what it was like with me and not me, my dad, Aunt Nikki, and Aunt Rhiannon, all having to deal with them living in Chicago, owning a bar, and life before us grandkids, and what she wants us grandkids to do in the future, and what she thinks the future has in store for us. So, a big round of applause. It was super cool to hear the last episode from Mother Grandma. Next one, we have Rise, Fall, and Rise of Courtney. Now, the title might sound like I'm being confusing, but it's not. The Rise of Courtney, Girlfriend,
You're so blurry.
Pokemon, and Robots and Cats. And the Fall is motorcycle accident, breakup, and just physical therapy isn't fun. And then the Rise back again, getting that house and starting a new life, moving away from Arizona and all of that, and bringing her cats along with her. So Rise, Fall, and Rise of Courtney is a nomination on this year two list. The next nominee is Chronicon coverage. Chronicon coverage is obviously all the content throughout Chronicon where my dad would be on the floor talking to people, interviewing, getting funny shorts from people like Brian O'Halloran and Ming Chen. And then the 3 o'clock podcast we would do to sum up the day and then the entire event. It was just super fun, a really fun trip with my dad. Obviously, being able to stay up till 3 and then just us two crashing, even though saying we were going to pull an all-nighter, going on the flight. The flight doesn't count, but going on the flight, sleeping in the aisle, kind of half out of my chair. Just a great experience. And then for the last nominee, we have TucsCon 51 coverage. I wasn't a part of that one, but obviously seeing on social media, the Patreon, everything that was going on, we have him talking to like a food truck guy, and just artists, it was really cool to see it on social media and him bring it to life. And then obviously the panel he did was on Patreon, the Iron 17 panel, which was super cool. Thing for my dad and Megan to do. So thank you, Megan, for taking my part in that because I couldn't be a part of it. But there only is one. So thank you to Other Grandma for winning this award before she was grandma.
I want to accept this award. It's such an honor. I know growing up in Chicago gave me an outlook of life I would have not have otherwise had. Keep in mind, it was the wonderful 50s and 60s. In the 80s, we opened a nightclub, but it was always a place you could take your family. That's before 8 p.m. As a grandma, I try to cultivate and inspire them to look towards the future and let them soar in their own directions, setting goals for themselves and reaching those goals. I'm proud of each and every one of my grandchildren. And now that I'm a great-grandma, I've kind of passed on the torch to those that are watching their kids grow. I'm proud to say I was a part of it. Thank you.
Long recording, guys, but we're almost done, which is sad to say. But we are now on the favorite Ben moments for year 1 and year 2. So the first one is Whimsy Nooner. Episode 60, once again, on this list. Episode 60 is my dad, like I said, 45-minute streak talking about the rolling technique. And is this the one Cheese was on?
Yeah.
And then talking to Cheese about, Tetris and how he evolved the game with his technique. Next one, Mind Pockets for the 3rd nomination on this list. Mind Pockets 1, Hot Take. This is super funny because since I think Liam on the Run, it was my dad's, not Liam on the Run, episode 2, it was my dad's first Porqué laugh, when he would just laugh constantly, and, he just super cool to be on a live stream and then laugh with the viewers, instead of just laughing by yourself on Old Man episodes. Next nominee, we have the original Parquet Laugh. This was, like my dad said already, my dad's favorite episode. He loves that it was makeshift, and, obviously the episode started with, so we're going to makeshift this episode as we go. And then my dad and the grandma's researching stuff, and they found Porqué, and my dad just bursts out laughing, and it's just one of the best moments in Chasing the Whimsy, and from my dad. The next nominee we have is Old Man's Whimsy Mullet. Now, the title is very deceiving. This episode is about a rock. So my dad goes on this rant all the time before this episode about how he can't find this dumb orange sparkly rock. And, from talking to an ex-girlfriend, she looks in a random box of rocks, and finds his rock. So then he comes on here and then talks about business in the front, party in the back. So it's like a mullet. So, yeah. Then the last nominee we have for year 1 is episode 40, Old Man Nom Nom Nom. This is a cool episode because it hits home to me because pasta night is just the best night ever. Coming over, maybe not wanting to go to grandma's house for dinner, having a long day, going home, she says pasta, instantly turn around. Going from loving it so much to throwing it up because you loved it way too much. So shout out to Pasta for that one. I mean, pasta night with grandma is just the best. I remember Kari being amazed at how much I could eat. He was amazed at how much pasta I can eat in one amount because I think it was like 4 plates or something. It was
Install.
it was insane. Almost beat my dad out, but it's kind of hard to beat. But all the moments with my dad are good. It's always fun to laugh with my dad, and it's always fun to hear my dad laugh. But people have spoken, and I think my dad has spoken too. His favorite moment is the episode 2 Portrait. Now, going on to year 2. Year 2 is, like I said, elevated the game. Super strong start to year 2 with Ming. Strong start to year 2 with Ming is obviously where my dad got Ming Chen with the joke, Hitchhiker. Obviously, what's in the bag? None of your effing business. Yeah, all that. Super cool episode. Next nominee, we have episode 90, Whimsy and Annette Give Back for the Holidays. This one is just super cool because, some of us, no, hang on. It's super cool because my dad gave back to the holidays when some kids don't. It was to the less fortunate families, low income families, and making sure they get Christmas presents, if I'm right?
Mom and Nikki also donate.
And a big shout out to Grandma and Nikki for donating to families. Now, next nominee is For Ben's Been There interview video. This is just a all-time favorite for me. We obviously have Camera Ben here today. Thank you. We have all the Bens here in attendance, waiting very patiently to hear their names every time. They always get up and scream and stuff because they're Ben. So thank you for that. And then the next one is then the Ben collection of interviews throughout Chronicon, throughout Fan Fusion, throughout TushCon, throughout all of those. Just the amount of interviews he's done. It's just super cool to see that he's always willing to show his personality anywhere, no matter who it is, no matter what it is, no matter how big of an event it is. But there can only be one. So the winner is For Ben's.
Thank you, Liam. Thank you. Ben, come on. Focus. Perfect. You're a good man. Yes, thank you for this award. Been there. It was a lot of fun. We did just randomly in the middle of the night with Camera Guy, with Creative Ben. Creative Ben, how you doing today? I'm fantastic. We can't believe we won it, man. We did it. I know. I can't believe we won this award too. It's good to see the three of us all back and hanging out again. Yeah. Hey, where's Ben? I don't know where Whimsy Ben is, but hopefully he's back here for the next one. All right. Yeah, we'll definitely do way more of these in the future. Ben, I thank you. Guys, I appreciate you guys, everything. Camera Guy, Ben, you've been doing fantastic work tonight. Working on the focus a little bit, but hang in there. Thank you. Thank you, guys. You have a good night. And then I'll go. Whimsy!
Thank you, Ben's, I guess. On to the last awards. I'm gonna go and do Whimsy proper best moments with my dad here. It's really important that we do this one together because obviously we can't have best moments without the two hosts right here.
Real quick, thank you for the Bens for the Ben There videos, and then episode 2, man, it's probably the most special episode I had. Liam and I were on firing on all cylinders. Mom, grandma sitting there with us. Absolutely the best episode we could have had. So I thank you guys for the win for Parquet Laugh episode 2, and for the Ben Theirs. All right. Favorite episodes, CTW year 1. Episode 52, A Whimsy Mother's Day. This would be the first Mother's Day episode that we did. Nikki, Rhiannon, and I, we did. I'm going to flex people. Me, Rhiannon, and Nikki, just reminisced about growing up back in the day with Mom and Grandma. So it was a huge nod to them. Liam on the Run, 43. If it wasn't episode 2, 43 is the next best episode. So much fun. Liam really stepped up with the imagination and really embraced the scenario of running away from home. A very random day, episode 51. Again, just a nice random day. He said a lot of yeses. We did so much stuff that day. We even did it into a comic.
Shooting, airsoft, right?
BB.
BB. What else?
You drank from a hose.
stole pajama pants out of
Yes.
your paycheck.
You may or may not have gotten on the roof that day.
Yeah, and then that's it.
It was fun.
That was it.
27. We talked about it earlier. Whimsy is Strange. Liam and I were really candid about Life is Strange game. Be able to take a moment and just really kind of just dove deep into it. And then the last nominee, episode 16 and 17, uh, Dad's New Best Friend and Playground Rhymes. What was this episode about?
This episode was about getting to know the other side of the Whimsy family, because we had a lot of the Ben family, but none of the Liam family. So we got a peek at how much fun my family is. Having good episode with stepdad talking about football, hockey, playing hockey, and obviously my mom having good laughs with talking about old playground games that we forgot about and the different variations. Um, so we'd like to take this chance to announce our winner.
Uh, Also with the episode 16, 17, this me personally was interesting. It was nice to be able to speak to another to speak to your stepdad, who's a huge part of your life and who helps raise you. So it was kind of a little extra special for me to have the two dads talking. And the winner, Liam, is
Episode 16 and 17 with Dad's New Best Friend and Playground Games.
you're going to accept the award for them.
I'll accept this award. Thank you for like my fourth trophy tonight. Um,
No, you have to make sure they get that one.
yeah, I got it.
I'll text them.
So it's just super cool to be on the podcast with my mom, my dad, and I know they all appreciated it. Talking to you, and I'm obviously interested in it, and then going into my interests and talking about it with me. It was just super cool to have both of them on there.
I like it. Year two. I love that he hands me the microphone because it's not even connected to anything. Favorite episodes year two. We'll just alternate this time. 99, The Arc of Courtney. This was again, Liam mentioned. Courtney coming out of recovery, physical therapy, the breakup, possible new girlfriend, and then her grandpa passed away. And episode 99, the idea that from episode 10 to 100, we get to see this whole arc of Courtney, and it was just fantastic to kind of see that she ended 99 with this with like this idea of like finding a new life. So we're excited to see what she does next.
Oh, next nominee we have episode 100.2, Whimsy's Top 5. Whimsy's Top.
Yep.
Okay,
I think that's
I'm like
fine.
just freezing. Hang on. Whimsy's Top 5. Me and my dad go on and talk about our favorite episodes throughout Chasing the Whimsy through the first
100 episodes.
100 episodes. It was super fun going back and forth reminiscing on episodes. And episode 100 was just super cool to do with my dad.
Episode 117, we had Fan Fusion 2025. Again, this one was a two-part or three-part? Three-part. The two panels that we had done, podcasting as a superpower and podcasting on a budget. Fantastic turnout. Megan and I killing it up there. Special episode. Sophie, we're up there talking. She come up and hang out for a second, then just disappear again. So it was always fun to have Sophie around. So year two, Fan Fusion, just made it right under the gun.
Next nominee is the last nominee, I think, too. No. Second to last nominee is the episode 113 Roundtable with Moms of Whimsy. This one was pretty recent, not as recent as Fan Fusion, obviously, but recent with me. Went around with Mother's Day with all the moms at a table. and talked about different parenting styles. You know, it was kind of funny because you were in there. We talked about you and what they wouldn't have done, what you would have let them, what you would have let me done, what they don't let done. Um,
3 generations.
3 generations, and yeah, it was pretty cool.
And the last nominee would have been the Holiday Palooza 2024. Again, we had 16-ish, 14, 16 people all hanging out. We got the new recorder for it. We had 6 mics, 7 mics. And the idea that we were able to bring everybody, family, Sandy, Nikki, grandma, mom, Kelly, Megan, like the idea that we can bring all of the families together and just have one fun episode was fantastic. So like huge round of applause to everybody that was that helped make year 2 special. Thank you guys so much for everything. And the winner would be
Roundtable with Moms of Whimsy.
Lynn, what are the chances I can get my mom to say congratulations or an acceptance speech?
Now that she's been on, maybe like a 16% chance.
We'll ask her. It was a good episode. It started off with one idea, but then it kind of got real roundtable. Like you said, we had 3 generations of moms. We were able to kind of compare the different parenting styles and just how parenting has changed over 60 years. It was fantastic. So it was a great episode. Again, multiple microphones. We really only could have gotten to that episode with their help and all the success that we've had prior to. So thank you guys for that. We are just about to wrap it up. Before we end the show, we have one more award. The idea is we're going to do this biannually, so we won't do another one until year 4. But as we wrap up 2 years of Chasing the Whimsy, you guys for the last hour and 20 minutes have listened to Liam and I talk about the guests, the laughs, not too many cries. No, we did mention Sad Dad. So we appreciate you guys and all of your guys' support. Again, this night was mostly for you guys. I like the idea that we were able to take an hour and a half with you guys today, kind of just look back at everything and acknowledge the help that all of our nominees and winners did for us for the first 2 years. But as we wrap up the night, like most award shows, there's the Lifetime Achievement Award, right? Normally given to somebody who's done a bunch of cool stuff over the years. But since it's our first year, why wait? I would like to go ahead and give a special award. We're going to call it the We Are Whimsy Award to somebody who has been there since like the conception and the idea. Like I think I talked to her the day after we did Liam's recording for his birthday to kind of get the idea started. Been behind us the whole time, super supportive of everything. This person is like interested and eager to see what we do next. This person is, hold on. Is this name right? Joyce Ann? The We Are Whimsy Award for this year. The first inductee of I'm going to give to my mom because man, she has been with us the whole time, man. Really kind of just really supportive of the whole thing. She understood the idea of storytelling and the importance of telling stories and reconnecting with family, inviting more people into the family. Like she grasped all of that, but the tech side of things, she's like, I don't understand any of this. But over the 2 years, she's understanding more and more of what the podcast is, how we do it, and then just super excited when I go, like the idea that every Monday now is go have breakfast, talk about the episode. This lady wakes up at like 3 o'clock in the morning to listen to the episode. Um, and then when I come over for breakfast, we chat, we reminisce about the episode, suggestions and ideas, and then troubleshooting some of the upcoming stuff. Um, so just like everybody's been super supportive, like all the way through. Like I uh, can't thank you guys enough, but for the anniversary of 2 years, the person that I look to the most while doing a lot of this will be my mom. So I thank you guys so much for all of your guys' support and just like really just hanging out with us. Like, can you believe it? You guys hung out with us for 2 years, 121 episodes. 2 years of like 100, like there's 120 live streams. You've seen us do all kinds of weird, fun, and interesting things, create a bunch of things. My mom's making hand sanitizers and pens. And she gets super excited when she does these things. So huge thanks to everybody, but huge thank you to my mom, who just like really just encourages me just to keep doing this weird, silly thing. Um, she gets it. Like she understands. Like she gets that this is going to mean something. And she listens to everything that I've recorded. It is amazing. Like that is dedication. She's listening to like 6 hours of Ben a day or a week. So thank you, Mom. This award is for you. I'll make sure you get this after the award show. I won't ask for an acceptance speech. But yes, this one goes out to you, Mom. Um, wouldn't do as much as we've done if I didn't have you behind me, really supporting us. So thank you very much, and I'll let Liam go ahead and end the show.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for being here for our first award show. Big shout out to everyone once again. Like I said at my acceptance speech, to everyone who's supported us and kind of helped jumpstart this by making pocket gnomes, comics, pens to like stuffed animals, kitchen, and all, and Megan for taking over when I'm not there, and my parents for doing everything for me for wrestling, my dad for helping me with wrestling, and the grandmas for being there for unlimited support, all my grandmas, and just the rest of the family has been absolutely great. Torch chasing the whimsy. Um, we love you guys. Good night, Whimsy.
Whimsy. Whimsy. And we got some credits. Thank you, everybody. That was the first biannual Whimsy Award. Uh, See that graphic on those credits? That was a Kelly original. Um, that was so much fun. I absolutely enjoyed all of that. Um, we'll do another one in 2 years. Got some notes. Uh, One again, this is mostly for you guys, all you guys, family, listeners, supporters. Um, so much fun to the one. Liam fucking loves me, man. Like that kid killed it. He did so good. But yeah, we got some notes for 2 years. Part of the idea was could I have bought like a better camera and equipment for the award show? Probably, but it wouldn't have been uh, very year two. So as we move forward, we'll do this again in 2 years. So we got year three, year four coming. We're going to keep going. We're going to upgrade some of the equipment. Uh, Definitely, we have 2 years to figure this thing out. 100%. We will, like you thought this was okay. Wait until like 2 years from now. We'll definitely do an audience. We'll have people coming up, um, like a real award show. Like the idea that the winners of this year would read the nominees for the new year. So I think we can work it out and bring more people in, um, and just make a big show out of it. And my focus is killing me. Um, so yes, I had a blast. Liam was fucking dude. He did so good. Um, yes, he did yawn. It was very late. We didn't finish this thing until like 10 o'clock, and we started at like close to 3. He took a small nap. I had to write the Bens had to get together and record their Ben there acceptance speech. Um, Huge shout out to everybody who submitted acceptance speeches. Ming Chen, Jay Sarge, Greg Allen Martin. My grandma was the best. Um, Megan for her acceptance speech. Courtney. So it was like super cool to be able to put all of this stuff together. Um, Learned a lot putting this show together with the idea that um, the next time we do something like this, um, it'll be better. Like not necessarily better, but like it's just so much fun being able to learn how to do all these little things. So the next time we do this is going to be fantastic. We'll definitely have more people. Um, we'll work on like right over here in this section here, like right here in this area. Put up the nominees on the side, but for the most part, um, we recorded it very spontaneously. Um, so when Liam's like, "Let's record it," like you have to, you can't push it off another week. There was a chance to reshoot. We decided not to. I think for the most, like I'm really happy with it, to be honest with you. There were some focus issues. It is what it is. The captions, obviously, but it's very whimsy for year two. Uh, but we'll polish it up a little bit more the next time we go. Um, I didn't plug anything real hard in the beginning because this is really for you guys. Um, but if you liked what we did, sign up for the Patreon, patreon.com/Jason the Whimsy. At least hit the free tier. Um, Become part of the community. Um, Look at the different gift tiers because we got huge response to the tote bags, so we can see tote bags coming soon. We got patches coming. Jay Sarge, I'm going to record with him this weekend. He might be doing something in theory. So we got a lot of stuff coming into year three. The idea is everything that you've heard and seen up to now just gets bigger as we get into year three. Um, where can we get some of this merch? Definitely on the Patreon is going to be probably the easiest place to do it. Um, Sign up for the free DM me, reach out. We got the books going out. I just ordered them. So those will go out probably the end of the month. You'll get all your copies of the book. But we got some more crocheted plushes coming. So it's just fantastic. Um, yeah, man. Like, okay, Monday is the audio version of this. So play it one more time so I can get the view for it. Wednesday, similar to the what we did for year two, 1 and 2. Wednesday, first episode of year 3, will be me hanging out with suggested articles, Jeff and Jeff, J Sarge. So we're starting off. We're already hitting year 3, running with special guests. Uh, what else? I don't know, man. What do you guys think of the show? I think it was. I absolutely enjoyed it. Um, Liam killed it. You can see he's pushing buttons a bunch. You can hear me screaming in the background. What am I doing? We did a half practice run, and then that one, what you saw um, was like a one, like was like the second run that we did. So he did really good. Uh, Hammer, great show. You guys did a ton of hard work. It was amazing. It was fun. Uh, it was fun putting it all together. God, it didn't take forever. It did take forever because the program I was using was just fucking garbage. Um, we are going to try to upgrade some stuff. I thank you guys for the support for the last 2 years. Um, Definitely take a look at the Patreon. Take a look at some of the tiers there. We're donating some money for the holidays, so we're trying to give back. We're building the community a little bit here. If you're interested, or if you know anybody who wants to do a podcast, reach out to me. We got Matthew, Mr. C. He started podcasting. I'm going to see if we can jump him in over here with Whimsy, help promote his stuff. Uh, like I said, JJ was nominated for a bunch. So rumor has it he considered coming back to record some stuff. We'll see what happens after nationals. Liam's again at nationals, so we won't hear from him for a couple of weeks. But man, it's been just a fantastic 2 years. Um, I couldn't have asked for a better 2 years. Like we did so much stuff. Like take a look. Like when you guys get your yearbook, you just look back, man, and just be like, so much stuff we did, which just makes it like super crazy how much we're gonna do the next 2 years. Uh, got Mind Pockets coming up on Monday. I got some ideas already. Moving into year 3. This has been fun. Sophie's gonna be like on more in theory, but I don't know. Uh, how long is this thing? Boom, 2 hours. Hey, thank you guys for hanging out for 2 hours. Absolute blast. Um, Again, this is all for you guys. I enjoy the last 2 years of just talking with Liam and just talking with family, reconnecting. Um, like it's just been fun for me, and it's been a really good outlet for me. Um, so thanks for just like hanging out and just like fucking inviting me into your guys' homes to fucking listen to me. Um, Year 3, got a bunch of stuff. We got stuff recorded already. We got uh, movies that made us. I'm jumping into the nostalgia tour. Um, I got some mixed feelings about it now, but we're doing it because I said we were. Um, you can bring some more family from the other side for the Family Tree Project. Um, CTW Presents is going to get busy, very. We got 3 recordings already. We already introduced Lasagna and Hammer, so we're gonna hear from them more. I don't know. It's just gonna be a blast. We're having a fun time. I don't think I have anything else. Just thank you guys for everything. Like 2 years, like 123, 120. Like I went back and watched some of the old episodes and stuff and some of the old live streams. Dude, it's been amazing. This is like this ride's been amazing. Thank you guys for everything. Mom, she will watch this in an hour. Thank you, mommy. Um, we'll figure out what we're gonna like. Just stay tuned, man. Sign up for the Patreon. Sign up for the podcasts. Tell your friends. Whimsy with the Z's coming back sometime in August. We got the kids coming back, so like, um, I'm not slowing down. Like I'm not stopping. I'm not going to take a break. There's no like off season for me. I'm already plotting and scheming um, for new ideas. We're going to hopefully see some more video. I'm going to figure out how to figure out this desk space. I don't know what to do with it. I think I have it figured out. I think I found a desk that I liked. We'll see. We're gonna get new cameras, so uh, we're just gonna keep doing our thing and just stay whimsy, man. That's all I got for you guys. Um, thank you for everything. Thank you for hanging out, and just keep watching and keep listening. You guys have a great night, and brush your teeth. You guys have a good night. Thank you. I'm gonna do this for like 7 minutes. Whimsy